In the vast, windswept steppes of Central Asia, the Saiga antelope once roamed in vast numbers. Their distinctive, bulbous noses and agile bodies made them an iconic part of the region's wildlife. Yet, as the 20th century progressed, the Saiga antelope population faced catastrophic declines, leaving scientists and conservationists puzzled. The sudden disappearances and mysterious mass die-offs of these unique creatures sparked a global quest to uncover the truth behind their plight. The first indications of trouble emerged in the late 1980s. Saiga populations, once numbering in the millions, began to plummet. Poaching for their horns, used in traditional Chinese medicine, played a significant role in this decline. However, even as anti-poaching efforts increased, the Saiga continued to vanish at an alarming rate. Environmentalists and researchers were left grappling with an elusive and devastating mystery. The mystery deepened in 2015 when a catastrophic event occurred. Within just a few weeks, over 200,000 Saiga antelopes, more than half of the global population, died en masse in Kazakhstan. Entire herds collapsed suddenly, leaving scientists and locals alike in shock. The scale and rapidity of the die-off were unprecedented, raising urgent questions about the underlying cause. The air was thick with speculation and fear as researchers scrambled to investigate. A team of international scientists was quickly assembled to investigate the mass die-off. Autopsies and environmental analyses were conducted, revealing a grim picture. The Saigas exhibited symptoms of hemorrhagic septicemia, severe bacterial infection. The bacteria, Pastorella multicida, which is usually benign in Saigas, had turned deadly. The mystery now revolved around what had triggered this deadly transformation. One prevailing theory pointed to climate change as a key factor. In the months leading up to the die-off, Kazakhstan experienced unusually high temperatures and humidity level. These conditions may have created a perfect storm, enabling the harmless bacteria to become virulent. The link between climate anomalies and the health of Saiga populations highlighted the broader impact of global climate change on vulnerable species. In addition to climate change, other environmental stressors were considered. Habitat loss due to agricultural expansion and infrastructure development fragmented the Saiga's range, leading to increased stress and vulnerability. Pollution from industrial activities and pesticides used in agriculture might have weakened their immune system, making them more susceptible to infections. The interconnectedness of these factors painted a complex picture: ecological vulnerability. The role of disease in the Saiga's decline was further explored. While the 2015 die-off was attributed to Pastorella multicida, other pathogens were also scrutinized. Foot and mouth disease, for instance, had previously affected Saiga populations. Researchers delved into the history of disease outbreaks among Saigas, seeking patterns and connections that could explain their sudden susceptibility to infection. The Saiga antelope holds cultural and economic significance in the local communities of Central Asia. Their dramatic decline impacted livelihoods, particularly for those involved in sustainable hunting and ecotourism. The mass die-offs also had profound ecological consequences, affecting predator-prey dynamics and vegetation patterns in the steppes. Plight of the Saiga became a symbol of the broader environmental challenges facing the region. In response to the crisis, conservation efforts intensified. International organizations, governments, and local communities joined forces to protect and restore Saiga populations. Anti-poaching measures were strengthened, and protected areas were established to safeguard critical habitat. Breeding programs and genetic studies aimed to boost the resilience of the remaining Saigas. Collaborative approach highlighted the global commitment to saving this iconic species. Traditional knowledge and practices of local communities played a crucial role in conservation effort. Indigenous herders and nomadic tribes possessed valuable insights into Saiga behavior and ecology. Their involvement in monitoring and protecting Saiga populations bridged the gap between scientific research and traditional wisdom. This holistic approach underscored the importance of cultural heritage in biodiversity conservation, Technological advancements provided new tools for studying and protecting saigas. Satellite tracking and drones enabled researchers to monitor migrations and habitat use in real time. Genetic analysis offered insights into the health and diversity of saiga populations, guiding breeding programs. These innovations enhanced the ability to respond swiftly to emerging threats and adapt conservation strategies accordingly. The Saiga antelope's plight garnered international attention, leading to collaborative efforts across borders. The Convention on the Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals, CMS, played a pivotal role in coordinating conservation actions. Countries within the saiga's range, including Kazakhstan, Russia, and Mongolia, worked together to implement transboundary conservation plans. This unified approach demonstrated the power of global cooperation in tackling wildlife crises. Raising awareness about the saiga's plight became a priority. Educational campaigns targeted local communities, policymakers, and the global public. Documentaries, social media campaigns, and public lectures highlighted the saiga's unique biology and the threats it faced. By fostering a deeper understanding of the saiga's ecological role and cultural significance, these efforts aim to build a broad-based support for conservation initiatives. Despite the challenges, the Saiga antelope story is also one of resilience. Small populations began to recover in some areas thanks to concerted conservation efforts. The saiga's ability to adapt to harsh environments and bounce back from near-extinction events showcased the resilience of nature. These glimpses of hope inspired continued dedication to protecting and restoring saiga populations. Many questions about the Saiga antelope's mysterious die-offs remain unresolved. The precise mechanisms that triggered the sudden virulence of Pastorella multicida in 2015 are still not fully understood. Researchers continue to investigate the complex interplay of factors contributed to the crisis. The mystery of the Saiga antelope serves as a reminder of the limits of our knowledge and the need for ongoing scientific inquiry. The Saiga antelope's plight raises important ethical considerations. The impact of human activities on wildlife and ecosystems underscores the responsibility to protect vulnerable species. Balancing conservation goals, the needs and rights of local communities, requires a nuanced approach. The Saiga's story highlights the ethical imperative to consider the broader implications of environmental stewardship. The lessons learned from the Saiga antelope's crisis, broader implications for conservation. The importance of early warning systems, adaptive management, and community involvement are key takeaways. Saiga's story emphasizes the need for a proactive and holistic approach to wildlife conservation, integrating scientific research, traditional knowledge, and international cooperation. The mystery of the Saiga antelope is part of a larger narrative of biodiversity loss and environmental change. Similar stories of species decline and conservation challenges are unfolding around the world. Saiga's plight resonates with global efforts to address the biodiversity crisis and underscores the interconnectedness of human and ecological well-being. The future of the Saiga antelope remains uncertain, but there are reasons for cautious optimism. Continued research, conservation efforts, and international cooperation offer hope for the recovery and long-term survival of this iconic species. The saiga's resilience and the dedication of those working to protect it inspire a vision of coexistence and harmony between humans and nature. The mystery of the Saiga antelope remains an enduring enigma. The sudden mass die-offs, the role of climate change, and the complex web of environmental stressors continue to challenge researchers and conservationists. Yet the saiga's story is also one of hope, resilience, and the power of collective action. As long as the mystery endures, the quest to understand and protect the Saiga antelope will continue to inspire and mobilize efforts to preserve our planet's biodiversity.